whom have been described that you like him or hate him, but nothing. And privilege to invite the nominee chairman of.
And the day there was only one lone figure sitting in the hall, far end of the hall. And he said to the guy, you must be the only one who understood the points I was making. And the man said, no, sorry, sir, I'm not one of them. I'm your driver waiting to take you home. So apparently, the professor wasn't communicating. But because he said put off light, he didn't know people were going out one by one. So don't put off the light. Keep the light on so that if people begin to go out in this my short address, I will then stop and make sure that we all listen to the address. To me, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today to speak on a matter that defines our present and may shape our future. The urgency and the efficacy of unity and social cohesion as a solution to the challenges facing our region. The North is a land of rich history and very rich mineral resources, fertile for agriculture, diverse in culture, and immense potential. In spite of these blessings, we are confronted with deep-seated challenges of insecurity, poverty, ethnic and religious tensions, political fragmentation, social and economic stagnation. These challenges did not develop overnight, nor will they disappear until we resolve to take deliberate, collective, decisive actions. Before we go further, we must admit that we are the architects of our own problems. We must stop the blame game if we truly and genuinely want to find a lasting solution to our problems in the North. Division has cost us progress, while indifference and inaction have continued to deepen our division. If we are to overcome our present travails, we must return to the principles of justice, equity, mutual respect, shared purpose that once made Northern Nigeria a beacon of hope, peace, unity, and development. Over the last decade, banditry, terrorism, insurgency, and communal clashes have turned our villages into battlegrounds, displacing millions and crippling our economy. Despite its vast resources, the North remains the poorest region in the country, with alarming rates of illiteracy, unemployment, and poor infrastructure. Mistrust between and among ethnic groups and religious communities has been exploited by selfish and desperate interests, leading to violent conflicts. Instead of uniting for common goals, our elites often prioritize personal and sectional interests over collective progress. The challenges facing Northern Nigeria are intricately interconnected. Insecurity scares away investors, which in turn deepens poverty. Poverty fuels desperation and crime. Ethnic divisions weaken our collective resolve to demand good governance. Political fragmentation ensures that no meaningful development takes root in our region. This is not the North that all of us here inherited. But there is a path that could lead to a better future for Northern Nigeria. And this path begins with our collective decision to abandon division and embrace unity. We must tone down our inflammable statements and return to that golden era when we used to have genuine and deep respect for each other. After all, not long ago, we treated each other first and foremost as brothers and sisters, when the appellation Northerner captured our collective essence before our ethnic, sectional, and religious affiliations. Some of you in the audience here may still remember with nostalgia the old northern region under the leadership of Sir Ahmadu Bello, Sardauna of Sokoto, when the North actually thrived because it was built on equity and justice. The Sardauna did not see Hausa, he did not see Fulani, he did not see Kanuri, he did not see Idoma, he did not see Igala, he did not see Nupe, he did not see Ogun, he did not see so many other tribes. The only citizens he saw were Northerners. He invested heavily in education, in agriculture, in infrastructure, not for one group, but for the collective. Today we must ask ourselves, where did we go wrong? When did we abandon the philosophy of one North, one people? When did tribalism and religious bigotry begin to define our essence and our identity? To reclaim our greatness, we must rethink and reconsider our individual utterances and actions. After this meeting, we should undertake my suggested following. As leaders and politicians, or just as ordinary citizens, all of us must consider it our sacred duty to be bridge builders, not dividers in our rural communities. Too often, as politicians, we exploit ethnic and religious differences in order to win elections, and thereafter, we leave our people hopelessly divided. The destructive weaponization of ethnicity and religion we saw in the last election is totally unacceptable. This is where the ADC will make the difference. For us, in African Democratic Congress, politics is about service and not about manipulation. The major cause of division in northern Nigeria is the perception of marginalization. We must ensure fairness in appointments, resource allocation, and opportunities. Resentment grows when any group feels excluded, but when all see themselves as equal stakeholders, peace flourishes. Ignorance is the biggest enemy of unity, social cohesion, and development. We must invest in education that teaches our children the value of diversity. Let our schools, churches, and mosques preach tolerance. Let our media promote stories of cooperation. For as long as we continue to treat investment in education with levity, for that long shall we continue to reap poverty and insecurity. As I said earlier, poverty fuels desperation and violence. By creating jobs, supporting agriculture, and empowering youth, we remove the incentives for crime and rebellion. A thriving economy is the best weapon against instability. Our security challenges are self-inflicted. We cannot continue to expect solutions from elsewhere. Northern Nigeria used to be the safest part of this country. There were no armed robbery, kidnapping, cultism, or fraudsters, or what we call 419 today. But today, the story is different in the north. The native authority, the precursor of today's local government area, used to have an effective community policing infrastructure where villagers protect each other. We have to find a way to reorganize our people in their villages to return to these age-old, untested practices. Wherever conflicts arise, we must choose dialogue over inflammable rhetoric, peace mediation over mutual annihilation, repentance and forgiveness over vengeance. Too much blood has been shed in our land. It is time to make peace. A call to action. Distinguished ladies, gentlemen, the time for lamentation is over. The North is bleeding profusely, and we are the only ones who can heal it. Let us commit today to reject hate speech and divisive politics. Let us invest in unifying projects like education, health, and infrastructure. Let us hold each other accountable for our actions and inactions. Let us shake hands across the divide and restore our bond of brotherhood. The last time we met here, the popular demand was, what is the vehicle to achieve northern unity? I tell you today that the vehicle to achieve northern unity, progress, and development is ADC. If we do this, I have no doubt we will rebuild this region into a powerhouse of not just peace and social cohesion, but also of economic progress, human ingenuity, and compassion. Thank you, and God bless you.
Please, can we give?
For the purpose of record, just tell us your name.
My name is Adamume Oziri. I'm from Yobe State. I was former Minister of Police Affairs.
Sir, it is interesting for you to be here, seeing you here in this coalition. What interests you to come to this coalition?
It's not interesting. I'm in this matter by conviction, because I have been in PDP since 1999 and the leader of the party in Yobe State after about 2.5 weeks ago, when I decided that the PDP does not offer me and Nigerians the alternative platform to play opposition politics to a very bad government product of the APC. And I, among many others, are determined to create and form a political platform that will not only challenge the APC government, but to ensure that come 2027, the present regime is terminated.
Do you think you can skate through in 2027 when some members from the PDP, they are also joining the APC? Because we can see gale of defection from APC to PDP, PDP to APC, and vice versa.
Don't mind. Nigeria, by landmass, by population, is diverse. And it can accommodate us. The political space is open. And they will provide a team made of competent people and experience, made up with very strong program that will work on the bad governance we are experiencing from the APC. And we are going to mobilize the country to go into a political contest come 2027, and we are very confident that we are going to triumph, because the issue there is bad governance ravaging all aspects of our life as Nigerians, and we cannot continue like this and think that we can exist and survive.
And you talk about the platform you came from, the PDP, were no longer viable to actually form that opposition to the incumbent government. What if this coalition decided to be like that of the APC? What would now be your next decision?
No. we are forming a platform to challenge the APC and the current government in Nigeria. We are not forming a platform to challenge the PDP. It is the failure of the PDP that is giving rise to the need for an alternative platform to provide opposition politics to the bad governance being experienced in this country from the APC extraction. So we should not lose focus. We are opposing the APC and the government of the APC in all aspects of the Nigerian polity.
And there is one fear that there are big wings in this coalition. Don't you think it's like a time bomb that will tear apart in students?
There are also big guns in the APC, and it is the fear of the explosion. That's why people are being stampeded into adopting President Bola Tinubu as the sole candidate, which is very undemocratic. So if we have big people, it means we have big competencies, and it will give hope to Nigerians that the ADC is a citadel of competent people that will offer alternative government to what we're experiencing. So there is no question of fear.
So what are the strengths of this coalition? Can you enumerate?
The strength, first, is people like me, bigger than me, my own age group, and the younger people who have no political space in Nigeria today, and we are offering it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I mean, thank you very much. As you see, it's a Northern Consultative Group of the African Democratic Congress. So it's a meeting of our region, the northern region, the north of Nigeria, to discuss the situation in the north, especially the issue of insecurity, the issue of how we can strengthen unity in the north. There are similar meetings in the south. There are similar meetings for the southeast, all coalesced under the African Democratic Congress. So this particular meeting today is for the north of Nigeria. And like I said, it's for the purpose of getting briefings from all the states to know what the issues are, what the challenges are, and the progress we are making in terms of building this coalition.
But you know, a lot of people will wonder that your coalition has kind of taken over a particular group that was basically not a political body before.
Like I said, I mean, the original consultations, when you have the Southeast Governors, if you have the Southeast Governors Forum, it doesn't mean that they are not governors of Nigeria. If you have Southwest Governors Forum, it doesn't mean that they are not governors of Nigeria. So if you have Northern Consultative Group within the ADC, there is nothing wrong with that. Just like you have the Southern Consultative Group within the same party, or a Southeast Consultative Group or Southwest, you can leave this place and have Northeast Consultative Group. So there is nothing wrong with that.
There's this prediction that ADC, the coalition, will scatter within 6 months. How will you react to this?
Well, we are counting. It's how many months now? How many months have we spent now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, when we started, they said it's dead on arrival, right? Now they have given us 6 months lifespan. After 6 months, they were extended. Because the coalition is a coalition of Nigerians. It's a coalition that represents the desired interest of Nigerians to be free from the current crisis of existence that they are facing. Every Nigerian that is hungry knows that he doesn't want this to continue. Every Nigerian that is finding it difficult to pay his children's school fees, whose salary has been reduced to just a piece of paper, knows that he needs an alternative. And the only alternative today is the ADC. So if they continue to say that, let them continue to wish that this will collapse. But I can assure you, the leadership of the ADC are very clear about the challenges that we are faced with. We are very clear about the trust that Nigerians put in us. Every single day we receive message from across this country saying that you people should please ensure that this succeeds because it's our only hope. So they can continue to wish as much as they want. They can continue to predict as much as they want. But for us, we are very clear about where we are going and where we want to take Nigeria.
What are you doing to have some serving governors in your fold?
We don't need to particularly target any serving governor. We know that no serving governor will want to come to us now because of the kind of intimidation that they are facing. We know what they are doing to them. And some of them who cannot jump to their party are saying we are endorsing their presidential candidate. No problem. But what you are seeing is a conspiracy against the Nigerian people. ADC welcome everybody, but we are convinced that we are a movement that has the backing of the majority of Nigerians who are not happy with the direction this country is going.
MPS, one of the participants recently raised fear of the movement being hijacked because of individual interest. What do you have to say to this?
No, ADC is not. You see, the process for the building of the party ensures that the party does not coalesce around any individual. And like I repeatedly emphasized, the ADC is not built for anybody's ambition. ADC is a party that is determined to give a different trajectory to Nigerian politics. We don't have any predetermined agenda. We don't have any favorite aspirant or candidate. We are not having any conversation at the moment. Nobody has had any conversation about who will be the party's flag bearer. We believe that it is too early in the day. Our focus now is to build a political party that is strong enough, to deliver on the mission that we have set for ourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.